One of my mentors always said, buy nice or buy twice. And sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, right? We all we pick our things that we go big on, we pick our things that we cheap out on. Well, about a year ago or so, we were just starting with all of my daughter's medical stuff, and it was time for me. My phone busted. I'd kept that phone. I had an iPhone. I kept it for like 5 years. It was awesome, but it was at the end, right? So I'm looking around and I was like, I might try an Android. I don't know. It's like the dark side. I was like super scared about it, but I was like, I might try it because I was just almost pissed at Apple because I was like, $1,000 for a phone? Come on. Like, I don't want to spend $1,000 on a phone, right? So I went and I found, the LG Stylo 4, $250. I mean, as cheap as you can find a phone for. And I gotta say, moving from a iPhone 5S, I think is what I had, up to the LG Stylo 4, I was pretty freaking impressed. Like, especially being worried about going to Android, I was like, this is literally the exact same thing. And awesome screen, big screen, worked really well. The only thing that was really crappy at was taking photographs, right? And at the time, I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay an extra $600 just for photos. Fast forward a little while, we're doing a lot of these blogs now, right? So what do I use? I use my phone. So I'm recording on this thing every day, and then suddenly the quality of the camera, the quality of the mic, all these things start mattering to me. So what do? I go out and buy a nice new phone. So I got this is being recorded on a OnePlus 7 Pro. Pretty sweet little phone. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The camera on the front actually pops out of the top. The screen is unbelievable. But, this is, how many times do we do this, right? Where it's like, I'm trying to save $1 right now, and then you only spend that money later. And now I've spent as much as if I had just gone and bought the $1,000 phone. Whatever. Luckily, maybe, I don't know, my mother-in-law literally dropped her phone in the toilet a couple days ago. So guess what? I've got a wonderful gift for my mother-in-law. So it all worked out okay. But where do you do this? Where's your business doing this? I see this obviously with what we do. We're, premium high-end storage for video teams. We see this with customers that go towards the lower-end NAS systems. They're good systems. Can you edit off? Yes. But they don't scale quite the right way. They don't get the support that a lot of companies need. You don't get the video performance when you've got a lot of users hitting them. You don't have all of the extra features, functionality, proxies, search, all that stuff that you really need to do professional video. And we have replaced so many of these things by people doing exactly what I did with my phone. Saying, hey, I don't need to spend all of that right now. And I got good enough, and I would encourage you, I'm not saying don't go for those products, they're actually really good products, but do think about, if I wish I had probably thought a little bit more about future-proofing, but hey, there it is. Anyways, have a great weekend. It's a holiday weekend. Well, by the time you see this, the holiday weekend's probably over. Anyways, be well.